I'm like the last person that's going to try to tell somebody how to parent their kid. I don't have kids of my own, so it feels wildly out of place. So just know, for me to actually say something or want to say something to somebody else, it means it's a big deal. I'm driving down Nichols Road. Nichols Road is a major highway, but it's one of those highways that has stoplights. It's summertime, people have the windows down, so that's how everyone's driving their windows down. My eyes immediately take notice of the car in front of me because of like the wacky movement going on in the back seat. There's very obviously a small kid in the back seat, and this kid is not only not in a child seat, but it is bouncing all over the back seat in an almost unhuman way. I'm watching as this kid's movements are getting more and more unhinged, and it's like taking my attention off of the road because I'm so focused on like, is this kid gonna come flying out the window in front of me? He is moving like his head is on a swivel, like his neck is made from rubber, and there's a skateboard under his ass, and he's just going back and forth. I'm like, how can a human physically move this way? And I'm getting pissed off. Does this parent not see the kid in the back seat just losing its absolute mind back there? It's gonna go out the window if they get into an accident. I'm like, my mind's going crazy. So I'm like, all right, the second we get to a stoplight, I'm going to pull up alongside them and I'm going to say something because this is crazy. I don't like this highway as it is. My attention is always hyper focused and I'm like white knuckling it until it's time to get off when I'm on this highway. But now my attention is divided. One, because of how freakishly unnatural this child is moving as the trip progresses. But two, because these windows, I'm very much aware, are like most of the way down and he can come flying out at any moment. And I'm trying desperately to reach up with the driver at a stoplight, but every single one is green. And I don't want to pull up alongside them because I don't want to divert their attention off of the road and have them make some weird dumb decision and then sends the kid flying. Why is it that whenever you're in a rush, you hit every single red light on the way, but the moment you want a red light, they're all green? Nearly 10 minutes it took before we hit a red light. We went through 2 whole ass towns before we hit a red light. And I went from horrified at the audacity and sheer irresponsibility at this parent to utterly mystified that a child can not only move with this much energy, but distort their bodies in such a way to where their neck suddenly looks like linguine. I was like doing all kinds of like medical equations in my head. Well, you know, kids' bones are very pliable and they're soft until they hit a certain age. But anyway, we hit this red light and I fly alongside them and I'm ready to tear them a new asshole. But immediately I look in the back seat at where this kid was. It's not a fucking kid, it's a balloon. It was a balloon.